Princess Leonor's historic coronation, Queen Sofia unexpected role revealed. A nation prepared. A crown awaited. A new queen was about to rise. But then, an unexpected shadow appeared. Queen Sofia, silent for years, watching from the background. And suddenly, at Leonor's coronation, she stepped forward. Not in ceremony, in power. And nothing would ever be the same. Princess Leonor's coronation was already set to be the most historic royal event in modern Spain. She is the first queen regnant in over 150 years, the future of the Spanish crown, the young woman who had already captured global fascination with her poise, intelligence, and strength. But what the world did not expect was the presence, and the influence, of Queen Sofia, Leonor's grandmother. For decades, Sofia represented quiet dignity, a woman who endured scandal, political storms, and personal heartbreak with unshakable composure. Yet at this coronation, her role shifted from ceremonial matriarch to something far deeper, far more shocking. Why did Queen Sofia suddenly step into the spotlight? Why did she command such authority in a moment designed for Leonor? And what secret role did she reveal, one that changed the meaning of this coronation forever? To understand this, we must step back into the heart of Spain's monarchy. King Felipe ascended the throne in 2014 after his father, Juan Carlos, abdicated amidst scandal. From the beginning, Felipe carried the weight of restoring credibility to a battered crown. By his side, Queen Letizia, modern, elegant, but often controversial, clashed with tradition. And always, in the background, Queen Sofia. Steady, respected, the living embodiment of continuity. Leonor grew up in the shadow of these forces. From her earliest public appearances, she was carefully guided, not only by her parents, but by Sofia, who often whispered quiet words of encouragement in the corridors of Zarzuela Palace. Insiders reveal that Sofia was more than just a grandmother. She became Leonor's secret mentor, shaping her into a queen who could balance tradition with the demands of a modern era. At the coronation, this invisible bond became visible. As Leonor entered the cathedral, resplendent in her royal mantle, the crowd roared with pride. The archbishop prepared to anoint her. Cameras fixed on the radiant air. But when the moment came for the ancient crown to be blessed, it was not Felipe who held the cushion. It was not Letizia who stood beside Leonor. It was Sofia, her hands steady, her eyes glistening with quiet power. Why did this matter? Because in Spain's monarchy, symbolism is everything. By standing in that place, Sofia was making a statement, that Leonor's reign would be legitimized not just by her parents, but by the weight of Spain's enduring royal legacy. And yet, it raised deeper questions. Was this Sofia's way of protecting her granddaughter? Was it a silent critique of Queen Letizia's modern influence? Or was it, perhaps, a warning to Felipe, that the old monarchy, with its traditions, still had a role to play? From that moment on, whispers spread through the palace. Reports suggest that Sofia had negotiated her role with careful precision, ensuring she would not be sidelined. In private, some courtiers hinted that tensions flared between Letizia and Sofia in the weeks leading up to the ceremony. Letizia, fiercely protective of her daughters, wanted Leonor's coronation to mark a new chapter, free from the ghosts of the past. But Sofia, steeped in duty, believed the monarchy could not survive without acknowledging its roots. Leonor herself seemed to embrace her grandmother's presence. At one breathtaking moment, after being officially declared queen, she turned not to her father, not to her mother, but to Sofia. She bowed her head, and Sofia placed her hands on her granddaughter's shoulders, whispering words caught faintly on camera, "Serve with honor. Always." That single gesture set the tone for Leonor's reign. It was no longer just about the young queen stepping forward. It was about the blending of generations. About continuity. About the scars and wisdom of the past guiding the hope of the future. But here's where the story deepens. Some insiders believe Sofia's intervention was not only symbolic. They suggest she played a direct role in negotiating political compromises behind the scenes to secure Leonor's position. Remember, Spain's monarchy is constitutional and fragile. Political parties have long debated the role of the crown. The presence of Sofia, who had weathered decades of storms, gave Leonor's coronation a legitimacy politicians could not ignore. This begs the question, was Leonor's coronation truly her own moment? Or was it orchestrated by Sofia to ensure survival of the crown she had once fought to preserve? Consider this. During King Juan Carlos's exile, it was Sofia who remained in Spain, carrying the dignity of the monarchy while her husband's scandals rocked the institution. She was the silent guardian of the crown. Without her endurance, Philippe's throne might never have survived. And now, at Leonor's coronation, she repeated that role, guarding the throne once again, but this time for her granddaughter. What does this mean for Queen Letizia? Here lies the tension. Letizia has always been an outsider, commoner by birth, journalist by profession, queen by marriage. She transformed the image of the Spanish crown, making it modern, relatable, and international. Yet, despite her popularity, she has clashed with Sofia in the past. Famously, a 2018 Easter Sunday video showed Letizia blocking Sofia from taking a picture with Leonor and Sofia's sister, Infanta Sofia. That moment revealed the underlying strain between the two women. Now, with Sofia stepping into Leonor's coronation, it raised old questions. Does Sofia trust Letizia's vision for the monarchy? Or does she believe her granddaughter needs more traditional guidance? And what about King Felipe? His silence during the ceremony spoke volumes. He allowed Sofia to take this unexpected role, perhaps out of respect, perhaps out of necessity. But some analysts suggest it also revealed Felipe's awareness that his mother still holds sway over the Spanish people, her quiet popularity often surpassing his own. This coronation, then, was not only about Leonor. It was about 3 generations of queens. Sofia, the survivor; Letizia, the reformer; and Leonor, the heir who must carry both legacies. As the cathedral bells rang and Leonor emerged wearing the crown, thousands cheered in Madrid. But in that roar was also a question. Who will Leonor truly become? A queen molded by her grandmother's traditions? Or one shaped by her mother's modern vision? Or will she forge her own path, blending both influences to secure Spain's monarchy for another century? That question is what keeps the world watching. Because this coronation was not an ending. It was a beginning. And Queen Sofia's unexpected role ensures that the story of Spain's monarchy remains as dramatic, emotional, and deeply human as ever. So remember this: when history writes about Leonor's rise, it will not only speak of the young queen who wore the crown. It will speak of the grandmother who stepped from the shadows. The queen who would not fade. The matriarch who ensured the crown passed on, not as a burden, but as a living legacy. And that, more than the jewels, more than the ceremony, is the true story of Princess Leonor's historic coronation.